Hey guys, I'm Tyrone and welcome back to Harrison Family Farm. Do me a favor, make sure you hit that like button. Also subscribe if you are not. I know, well, maybe I don't know. I'm sure some of you saw, sorry the train. I'm sure some of you saw the photo that I posted earlier in the week showing me with a mysterious animal where I asked you guys to guess to see what kind of animal it was. And shout out to all of you that did. I appreciate it on many different platforms too. So really appreciate you guys taking guesses. I didn't want to comment back or respond. I didn't want to spill it. I wanted to wait to the video to actually reveal to you guys what we came home with. And also, let me clear that up. This animal, or actually, to really be transparent, these animals is more than just one, or not ours, or at least not at this time ours. They are actually, how do I want to say, belong to a shelter that normally takes care of dogs, and so they just didn't have the infrastructure to take care of the goats, and so got in contact with us, type of thing. And so yeah, they're just with us for the time being, and so we'll see how that goes. But what else do I want to let you guys know before revealing? Sorry guys, I should have thought better about what I was going to say, right? But neither here nor there. We can make our way down here where I have them. See, the goats are yelling at me, particularly that male goat. But anyway, guys, like I was saying, they come from a shelter, or like a, yeah, more or less, I guess, like a shelter or a rescue place for animals, and they typically work with dogs. And so they just, like I said, didn't have necessarily the infrastructure for the goats. Sorry it's taking me so long. It is a muddy mess out here in the cow pen, and just because we got a bit of snow earlier in the week, but since then it's warmed up just a little bit above freezing, and it has melted, and yeah, it's just made a mess out here. Jeez. Ever stepped in some mud that was so muddy and thick that it take your shoe off? It's actually happened to me before. So, 1 second. All right, guys, sorry. Uh-oh. Okay. Well, that's the backside. But yeah, guys, it's a goat. And actually, it's two goats, 1 and 2. And so they're just adorable. They are a bit skittish. I didn't have a lot of backstory with them, just to be honest. I know they came from Pennsylvania. I believe it was. Definitely a P state. It was Pennsylvania. And so that's really all I know. They didn't come with any kind of names or anything like that I know of. This one might have an allergy or something going on. She's got some thinning hair in areas. And you see now, I just got them roped off. I want them to kind of get comfortable with being here. Like I said, they're pretty skittish, and I'm just kind of trying to break them into myself, break them into here before I just cut them loose. And yeah, just making sure they got shelter, as you can see, for both of them, and make sure they got plenty of hay, and then of course water as well. But yeah, and just coming out here and trying to spend just a little time with them each day, just to try to warm them up, because otherwise I think there'll be more of a headache than an addition. Because as you can see, even just me walking over here, she's pretty skittish. She's got herself wrapped up. But this one is about the coolest one though, as far as interaction. She will eventually, if I sit around long enough, yeah, she'll come up to me and mess with me. But she puts on a show at first. But she's just so cute, I must say. And so, like I said, limited information, so I'm not even sure of the ages of either of them, just to be honest with you. But one thing I will say, I do know the breed. They are Nigerian Dwarfs, which, if you guys know or recall, that is the same as our male goat. So that's pretty cool. And they're, if I wasn't clear before, they're both female. And so, yeah, like, she's a sweetheart. When I brought them home, I had them riding shotgun in my van with me, and she was letting me rub and touch on her then, and I was just trying to warm up to her. I wish I had my camera girl on with me, and I picked them up from another farm, and she said she just already had enough goats and animals, and so she was looking for someone to kind of keep them rather than herself. And so for the shelter, I mean. And so quit it. Yeah, this one's been not the nicest or the most hospitable to our guests. She's been kind of a bully at times, if I'm just being honest. But darn, I said that and lost my train of thought. But yeah, this one, like I said, she's warming up. You can see she's still a little shaky, a little jumpy when I go to touch her, but with time, they're gonna get there. Yeah, and I put knots in these, that way they can't choke them down, so there's still good room in there. But I did just want to keep them stationary until I just know they're not gonna go crazy, and then I'll start to introduce them to the fence so that if they ever get shocked, they don't try to bolt through it. And so just taking it a day at a time, getting them broken in, getting them used to me, and me getting myself used to them. I guess I should see if I can get close to this other one. She's the one that's a lot more skittish. Like you can see, I'm not even close yet, and she's already making a move because I'm in her space. Let's see if we get down low. Hey. Hey. You want to say hi? You want to come say hi? Hey. Hey. Come here, goat. Come here. Guess I'm not the goat whisperer. She's not going for it. And so, get this log. But yeah. You can see she's already kind of spooked, and as I come closer, yeah. Like I said, I'm not sure of her age, but she sounds like a baby when she makes noise. Or what do goats do? Is it bleat? I don't know. Bat? No, that's sweet. Whatever it is, whatever that noise is, she sounds young when she does it, at least to me. And another thing I've been doing is trying to interact with our existing female goat in front of them, just to try to show them, you know, I'm nice, I guess, a friend. But I will tell you one thing I'm noticing. I'm starting to be able to see her teeth again. So that's a good sign. Hopefully that means there are kids are coming, and hopefully more than one. Like I said, kids with an S. If you guys remember last year when she gave birth, it was only one. Hey, quit being a bully. As you can see, there is a bit of a size difference in the two. One thing I am glad that all of our goats are polled or have been dehorned. I personally don't care either way, but it's like if one is, you kind of want them all to be, and that's just so that one doesn't have an unfair advantage when it comes to, you know, they're gonna butt heads, literally, and you just want it to be even across the board. But I was trying to get closer to this one so you can kind of see there's some areas like right there on her legs where it's kind of thin in around her ears. And so the lady that had been keeping them was telling me that I might try just some ivermectin, and that it, you know, might be something simple. So that's what I plan to do. Plan to get by Feldman's, try that out, see if that's gonna help her out. But energy wise, health wise, she seemed to be fine. She seems to be defecating, urinating, eating, and everything else. So yeah, I really don't have a real true concern with her, but I would like to see her, you know, get her coat back and look the way she's supposed to look and look healthy again. Hey, you. Meanwhile, this one's all on my space. But the other two, they're not convinced just yet. But I don't know. I need some names from you guys. Let me know in the comments. Let me know what you think if you got some names. And I will tell you, the Biscuits here has been very curious and fond of them since they've been here. You can see she's hanging out now, being curious and nosy. But yeah, ever since they got here, she's been wanting to be in the mix and know what's going on, having the new faces. And I talked about this one being normal. So yeah, she's getting some water now, which, like I said, I didn't have any concerns. The coat looks funny, or it doesn't look great rather. You can see right there the back of her legs, on the ears, like I was mentioning before, which is really, really thin. If you guys have seen that on a goat before, or you got an idea maybe it was another animal, let me know, because yeah, I'm not sure just yet. But I think whatever it is, I think it's minor. So yeah. And then this one, she's a cutie pie. I'm trying to get you guys a good look, so when you give me some name suggestions, you can have a good look at if they're going to be fitting for each of the goats. And truth be told, we don't have names for any of our goats. I just always call them male goat and female goat. And I don't know if that's if I got the urge to name them now just because they're new. That ain't right, huh? They can't have names and you not have a name. So I guess everybody need a name. Y'all let me know down in the comments what your suggestions are. Cause yeah, I never really call them anything other than male and female, and now that we got 3 males, it might get a little confusion. But again, guys, I'm not sure how long this situation is circumstance is gonna be like this, but just for the time being, kind of just embracing it. It could turn out that they end up being with us, but we don't know yet. So right now we just doing a favor. It wasn't gonna cost us anything more or really be of any headache to us, and yeah, and help them out. So that was cool. But in addition to picking up random goats, I've been busy around here too. Why are you so jumpy? But I've been busy around here too. I've been doing some cutting. Had that good old chainsaw out. So I'll give you guys a couple different vantage points to try to illustrate to you. I know I showed you a little bit in the last video. So this is more of a perspective from being inside this back pen. And you can see it from this angle, but also kind of see in addition to what I've been doing. So if you guys remember, we was cutting down there by this sycamore tree there. So you can see all that's down. Like I told you, a lot of this stuff is down. I've now since started to begin to pile it, and you can see I got some piles up, so it's a little bit easier to see now. It's a little bit clearer. It's not perfect yet. I'm not done by a long shot as far as getting it piled up, cleaned up, and just getting it, you know, situated more or less, so it's not just a big old mess on the ground. But ultimately, I want to make a bunch of just small, manageable piles so I can have fairly small fires and get it burnt up. I don't really want big fires, especially if I'm thinking about burning it soon, just because it's really windy in Kansas City right now, or just probably the Midwest in general this time of the year, up until we get to about April-ish or so, I would say. But most days we got more wind than I would like to burn. So yeah, but but I would like to burn a big pile, let me say. So that's the reason for me wanting to get smaller piles. So even though I can get what be, I guess at best, a semi-calm day, I can still burn a little bit and it not get out of control or be too dangerous. Oh, look at you coming up to me now. I wish I could show you guys. I don't want to move too much though. Quit trying to eat my finger though. Look, she got suspicious. Hey, I like my thumb and my finger. Yeah, she gonna warm up fine. I don't think we're gonna have no problems out of this one. Yeah. Yeah. Why are you trying to eat my finger though? You might end up being cute and ornery though. I don't know. I know how y'all do. Start getting comfortable with being yourself. And yeah, they got these tags in their ears. It says it's unlawful to remove. So I don't know if that the foundation does it or what, but yeah, I did notice that. Kind of hard to miss actually, but yeah, they both have them. What is it? What is it? But yeah, I'm good. So happy to see that she's warming up on me. Like I said, just trying to spend some time in and around here. Biscuits got her whole head through the doggone fence. Trying to scratch that itch, it looked like. And this one here, my goodness. Okay. 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 You win. But yeah, guys, let me get you a viewpoint from the other side, and I'll show you what else I cleared and stacked. Alright guys, so back on the side that you guys are more familiar with. I'm trying to think. What all have I showed you guys? I don't know. Was this tree down? Maybe that tree, maybe I did cut that tree down. Hold on. I didn't cut this tree down at all. This tree got pushed over by the wind. Wow. Like I said, we had some storms and some high winds. I didn't even notice this. This just happened over the last day or so. And so I've been cutting over here so much, I mistook it for a tree that I cut. Oh goodness. Yeah, you can see roots and everything just broke right out of there. Wow. Thank God it didn't fall on my fence. It's that close. Like I'm probably less than 15 feet away. And this tree is well over 40, 50 feet tall, I would imagine. Goodness. So yeah, didn't realize that. Like I said, you see the tree behind it, and I got another tree over there. I'm just thinking it's one of the ones I already had down. Wow, okay. Well, that saves me one because it was coming down anyway, but you can see it was pretty dead. It's not, I don't want to make you think the wind was just that strong. I think they did say at times we had up to 70-mile-an-hour wind, but this tree was actually dead already. And when I was actually back out, when I was clearing, I noticed we got some other trees down from a previous storm, I'm guessing. But you can see I've been stacking over here. A lot of this cleaned up, been stacking that up, working over there. And yeah, got this cut up. Back in here I know I didn't show you guys this before because it wouldn't, I'd cut all the way up to this big tree I mentioned to you guys before. Everything over here is cut. It's maybe not completely piled, but it's all cut. And so yeah, I just gotta get down here and finish piling it. And I think I've decided I'm actually gonna take these 3 trees out. This one, hold on, where am I at? This one, not the big one, this one, and this one. I think I'm gonna take them all out. And then as you already know, I plan to cut this big old grouping of branches back just because of my fence. At least that was my thought, but now that I've been cutting over this way, I was thinking about actually, rather than stopping there, just go ahead and go a little bit further. And the reason I say that is because I don't think it'll take me a whole bunch of more time, because most of this is like thin underbrush. It's not a whole lot of big trees, at least not immediately. And so I say that to say that I could probably cut it fairly quickly. And it's fairly thin considering. And so yeah, I don't know. The biggest thing I got is this hedge tree right here that I guess it's fallen at some point. I don't think it's alive. It's hard to tell because it's definitely dead in areas. So yeah, that's my biggest obstacle. Cut that up, and then the rest of this is these little beginner trees or whatever you call them. I don't think that's gonna be that hard to do, to be honest. And then sorry, trying to make my way back out of this. But then bring it from back there, because that's basically where that big old hedge is and where that fence post is. It's more or less my property line. It's not exactly, just because I left probably several feet. And the reason because of how the land is, it dips. And so it just made sense for my fence to go there. But I'm saying from back there, coming across here, and this essentially is the side of the cow's pen, coming back here, coming up to meet the back post, like I think I've shared with you guys before, to meet that back post right over there, right there. So yeah, that's the game plan. And then from there, what the plan is to do is actually get rid of that pen and make that a part of our backyard, kind of extend the backyard a bit. And yeah, we'll see. Well, not we'll see, that's what I plan to do, but it is gonna take some work, because I definitely gotta put new fence up, because if I take this down, naturally there's no front to this back area currently, so that's gonna require some work. So yeah, we'll see how that goes. What are you ladies so noisy about? Y'all been out of the town all morning, running around. How to find out where my, oh, I see it. Might need to give me some new fence. Dogs have been kind of rough on that one. But yeah, guys, it was goats. So for all all of you that guessed, you were correct. Someone was real specific and said fainting goats. It's not a fainting goat, although I wouldn't mind having one or two of those just because I think they are pretty cool. But yeah, I never looked at getting any, but I've seen videos of them, right? And so yeah, we'll see, maybe one day, who knows, but not today. They are Nigerian dwarfs, like I said, just like our male goat, which is cool, right? So we'll see. And another reason I'm keeping them separated, like I said, guys, I don't know if those are going to be ours anyway, so I want to keep him a bit away. Hold on, I'm getting a call. Sorry, guys, telemarketer, but man, darn telemarketer. I don't even know what I was talking about. But yeah, oh yeah, that's another reason I'm keeping them separate, because until we know their fate, I don't want any mating or anything unintentionally, or whatever the case may be. But yeah, I am excited though that our female goat, her teeth are starting to show. So who knows? I think I was pretty early in calling it last year, so I'm gonna reserve calling it now, and just see what shall happen, what the future shall hold. And so, but yeah, I am excited. I think it is mean that we're gonna have an addition. We shall see though. It will be her second time birthing or kidding, and I'm hoping this time that she has twins. If you guys recall, last year she only had one, which was a female, which was a cutie that unexpectedly and unfortunately died. Not even sure why. I think she just got caught up in the dog's fence, but it wasn't even on. But yeah, anyway, so yeah, I'm excited to see what comes of that. Hold on, Angela called me, man, all these calls. But yeah, I'm excited to see what comes from that. And yeah, just good times, man. So I know one thing I need to do here in the pretty immediate future is, I mentioned getting some ivermectin for that goat, but I also need to get some for the cows. Yeah, just for the goat, it'll probably be the kind that is a paste that's more edible, and then for the cows, they usually do like the blue pour on, and so that just treats, in the cow's case, it treats them for parasites and things like that. I need to look more into the other version that the young lady had mentioned that I get for that goat. I've heard of it, I've seen it before, but I just want to familiarize myself with it just one more time, especially, and see if it would apply to something like what I think that she's experiencing. I definitely need to do a little bit more research on that. And like I said, you guys, if you know anything, please let me know, because yeah, I really would like to get that nipped in the bud. And I know you guys, or at least one of you, asked about Biscuit, so I've been trying to give her some camera time. She's been hanging out, she's getting big. We still got a ways on her, meaning I just mean that our goal is to harvest her at some point, but that is going to be probably over 1.5 years from now. So, well, otherwise she's doing well. She's probably about, what, 4 or 5 months old now, I want to say. And so around I don't know, between now and 9 months, I'll be separating her and Beyonce, the wiener. And yeah, and then at that point, I'll probably actually, to some degree, at some point, sectioning her off, just because I wouldn't want Jay to try to mate with her. And then also I might alter her feed a tad, probably not a whole lot, but what I mean is I might give her a little bit more feed than I give J and B. And the reason for that, I just give them some really, it's hardly enough to even make a difference. It's like a scoop, or no, it's a half a scoop, it's not even a full scoop, but this is a little treat daily. But for her, just to put on some fat, just thinking, you know, about the future and the type of meat and kind of meat we want to harvest, you know, I might want a little fat on there, so I might up her dose or up her intake. And so having her partitioned off or sectioned off would allow me to do that, and it apply to just her, and she wouldn't, you know, have to compete with mom and dad who are substantially bigger than her. Even now, when I put out feed, as soon as Jay and Beyonce get done, they rush over and take hers from her. So yeah. But yeah, she's doing well. Beyonce's doing well. They're not really in love with this hay I got. I've been noticing that for sure. Yeah, and that's for everybody. None of the animals really love it. I've been noticing, though, particularly the cows. I think they were in protest there for a minute, but now they're starting to eat it again. The only thing that sucks is we still got 2 more bales. So, yeah. But for a minute, though, it seriously had me worried. It had me even considering getting some more hay, some other hay. But I quickly kind of trashed that idea, just giving my... It's a school bus. Wow, that's a big school bus. Trashed that idea, just giving my truck situation. You know, it was already one thing to double spend to go buy some more hay when I got hay, if I was even going to do that. And it meant like figuring out where I was going to put the hay that's currently on the trailer. That means I was going to have to put it down somewhere, with the potential not being able to move it for a while, just given that tractor won't move it, won't likely move it, because these bales are even bigger than the ones I've been previously having. And so I was like, plus that, plus I would have to rent a truck, and then, you know, with renting a truck, they're charging you by the mile plus the access fee. And I was like, they'll get over it. And so far so good. If it got too bad, I was gonna end up bending the knee, so to speak, but they seem to be making do, and that is quite all right with me, to be honest. But yeah, I probably won't be going back with that supplier. Yeah, I'll just be looking for somebody new and try to take better note. Like, it probably not intentional, but what I noticed is at first they were eating it really, really well. So the exterior of it was pretty good, and that's of course what I checked. But as they got into it, they didn't so much like it anymore, I could tell. Yeah, and even I can't tell you exactly when I put that bale out, but I know it's been out a bit longer than I expected it to be, and longer than, you know, the recent previous bales, although smaller, had been out far longer than they had. So yeah. But yeah, guys, I just wanted to give you a quick update, give you a quick unveiling of what I teased you with earlier in the week. But oh yeah. Before I get out of here, I need you guys' input on something else. So animal names, don't forget, down in the comments. And then also I need you guys' input. We're getting there. It's gardening season is upon us, and I need some suggestions on what we should put in our garden this year. Last year, you guys know we planted a lot of tomatoes. We had a really good turnout with our tomatoes, in fact. And then also we have a fair amount of peppers. And so just wanting to get some suggestions from you guys on what you guys think, what you guys would like to see. And, you know, just be a part of that journey with us as we prepare to get into that portion of the season. What else? Of course, I got a few on my mind that I want to do. I want to do peanuts again. I know I said that last year, but I just didn't have any success. I don't know. Yeah, I'm not sure what happened. I planted some, but I didn't harvest any. Not a one. Oh my God, I'm getting another call. Hold on. All right, guys, sorry. Ashley called me again. I forgot I had her car keys, and she's got to go get TJ. So, oops. What was I talking about? I don't know. Was I talking about biscuits still? Who knows? But laughing at Angela, but oh no, the garden. That's right. Yeah, I don't know what happened with my peanuts, but this year, I'm making a goal to have a cleaner bed. I know you guys remember last year, my garden bed was pretty rough, so I'm trying to do better about that. Be more orderly, be more neat, and that way just make it easier. A little bit easier to care. Angela about to run into this ditch. I ain't gonna show you. I ain't put my baby out there like that. But oh man, what am I about to say? But yeah, I'm gonna have a neater garden bed, and I'm gonna have me some peanuts, and I'm gonna still do tomatoes and peppers again. We enjoyed those, but I just want to know what you guys think. See if there was something you like to see or something you think should try. But yeah, guys, like I said before, Be sure to like, subscribe if you have not, and if you are subscribed, make sure that you got the bell notification turned on. But have a great week. Have a great weekend, guys. I appreciate you. Much love to you all and your families. Peace.